Recession, no employee is guaranteed a job, but there are some things you can do to make yourself more valuable to your company and less likely to be laid off. Libby Kirsch joins us live with an expert from Montgomery County who can help you get on the road to recovery.
Marcia, thank you. We're joined tonight by Ann Stevens from the Department of Job and Family Services. Ann, thanks for being with us tonight.
Always a pleasure. All
right, so in this economy, certainly no matter how skilled you are, I think everyone knows you can be laid off. So having said that, is there anything you can do to make that less likely?
Well, you can try. There's nothing that's actually going to prevent a layoff if that's the position your company is in. But there are several things you can do to try to make yourself indispensable.
All right, let's go through those. 5 things, I guess, right? First up, what do we have?
Well, brand yourself in your workplace. And as a marketing public relations person, I do this every day at work. You want to make sure that you're known for something specific, even if it's just one thing. Are you a responsible employee? Are you the go-to person in your company? Are you a good interview for your company? There are all kinds of little things that you can do within your organization that make you different from the rest of your colleagues. You want to stand apart from everybody else you work with.
All right. And then next up, you want to let people know what you're doing. This is not the time to be quiet.
No. And there's nothing arrogant about it. You don't want to be egotistical about it, but, you know, let people know what you're doing and how you're improving your company or your organization. What kind of steps have you taken to save money, for instance? What kind of projects have you come up with that will highlight your company's business to the outside world? There are all kinds of things you can do to toot your horn and do it loudly without being egotistical.
All right, next up we have the necessity of talking directly to your boss.
That's very important, and you want to do that face to face. There's nothing like one-on-one communication with somebody. And talk to your boss. Talk to your boss about the layoffs that are happening in the community, what's coming up in your company. Talk about your concerns, and then ask your boss, are there some things that I can improve upon? How can I help you do a better job?
All right, so that makes you get ahead of the curve there.
That's right.
All right, and then finally we have, I sort of skipped over take command and exhibit leadership, but let's move quickly on to learn all that you can about your workplace.
Sure, because as companies are downsizing, you want to make sure that you're doing the job of 2 or 3 people, so when they come to potential layoffs, they say, well, I'm not going to get rid of Ann because she can do X, Y, and Z, whereas this other person doesn't have those skills.
Okay, now as we mentioned at the top of the interview here, if you do all 5 of those steps, you could still get laid off. What do you do then?
Absolutely. There's nothing that's going to really protect you. Everybody is vulnerable at this point in the economy. But if you do get laid off, be gracious about it. Don't burn any bridges. And stand proudly there with your accomplishments. And know that there is help. If you get laid off, come to the job bank at 1111 Edwin C. Moses Boulevard. There are free computers. There are workshops on how to write resumes and how to do interviews and those kind of things. So there is help out there, and there are jobs out there. You may have to get retrained, but there is employment, but you have to have the right skills right now.
All right. Ann Stevens with the Department of Job and Family Services, thanks for being with us tonight. And if you have any questions, you can always call the Job Center at 225-JOBS. That's 225-5627. We also want to take a minute to remind you about the Community Resource Fair. It's coming up Tuesday, September 29th from 11 in the morning until 5 at night, and it is at Fifth Third Field. Over 40 community organizers will be there to give you information about child care subsidies, child support modification, and support. There will also be resume writing, job search strategies, and interviewing skills workshops. There's free parking at the former Patterson Career Academy for that. And of course, also, only on 2 News, we have an interactive web section designed to help you find a new job. Click on the Road to Recovery button about halfway down the front page to find helpful video stories and links. Marcia?